Let this be your watchword for the day.
Okay.
Less is not always more, even for Steve Noviello.
Yep.
Less is not always more.
He says there are a few things on which you should spend more. Good morning, Steve.
Yeah, mark your calendar. Today's the day I'm going to tell you to spend a little bit more money on certain things, because really we're talking about quality, and especially as we head into the spring season, there are a lot of projects and investments that people will tend to make this time of year. And I got to tell you, these are things you want to make once, or at least as few times as you possibly can. Starting right now with tools. Take a look at the video we've got for you. You know, I'm a huge DIY guy around the house, and I have to say, investing in a good quality set of tools really makes all the difference. First up, there's nothing worse than being halfway through a project and your screwdriver breaking in your hand because you bought the cheapest one you could possibly find. You got to stop what you're doing and go to the store. So go ahead on the front end and buy something that's going to last. If your thing is DIY, spend the money there. If your thing, maybe you're really into cooking, buy quality pots and pans. You know, and for projects where I feel like I might just not use the tool a whole lot, I'm a big fan of the tool rental counter at my local home improvement warehouse. And I got to tell you, the tools that they generally rent for you, and they do it pretty cheaply, are generally a really good quality too.
No one love around here is still sleeping on a mattress from right after college.
I know.
No.
I am.
No.
And when my husband moved in, I was like, honey, we can have your couch, we can have this, we can have that, but we got to keep my mattress. And he
You
said,
are a mother.
Me,
Come
I
on.
know. And he told me, okay, we have to get a new mattress
All right.
this year.
I'm going to help you. Here's how we do it, right? This time of year, Memorial Day, a lot of big mattress sales and stuff. But look, the signs in the window say things like, $99 mattress sale, $199, even $299. Folks, spend the extra money, okay? This is coming from me, all right? Even if you're gonna spend $1,500 on a mattress, and I know that sounds like a lot of money, if you have it over the course of 8 years, that's what, like 50 cents a night?
Right.
It will hurt far less to spend the money than it will hurt every morning for the next 8 years when you wake up after having slept on a lumpy mattress.
8 years, 15 years. I mean, who's counting?
Give or take, right?
Oh, geez. Okay. And what about, it's home buying season. It seems like a lot of people move about this time of year. Sometimes it's just because of the kids. Sometimes it's, jobs.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're buying the best quality house you can afford. That's not necessarily the biggest house you can afford. I see a lot of people, they say, oh, well, I can get this many square feet. But I want you to look at things like, what's the quality of this place look like? How's the tile? Is it super thin when you walk across it? Is it going to crack? Are you going to have to spend money to replace it? What about the kitchen cabinets? Are there solid core doors in this house? Or are there those cheap hollow core doors? That one, maybe if your kid gets mad and puts his fist through it, you're going to have to replace the entire door as opposed to bandaging up his fist. So make sure that you're buying the best quality home that you can. Trust me, again, when we're talking about a 15, 20, 30-year note, even a few $1,000s more for a better quality home is not a whole lot of cash.
My kid puts a fist through the door. I'm replacing the kid, not the door.
I knew you were going to say something about that. We do have to say congratulations to Steve, because we've been talking about this morning about.
He's a high school hero.
Well, an honoree at least, yeah. I was back in New York at Jericho High School last week, where I was inducted into my high school's Alumni Hall of Fame. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I was inducted into my high school's Alumni Hall of Fame, and let me tell you, it was an amazing night. At one point, I was sitting there on stage waiting for my turn to give my address, and I was looking into the audience and trying to figure out, and sure enough, it was her, my kindergarten teacher. There she is. My kindergarten teacher from 35 years ago showed up.
Isn't that cute?
Just to be there. And when I saw how many teachers showed up for my past, it felt so good. Not because I drew a big crowd, right? But because I got a chance to tell them in person that what they did made a huge difference in my life. So if you are an educator or an administrator and you're tuned in this morning, know that what you do every day is really greatly appreciated. It makes a huge difference, and I, for one am very grateful for it.
Aw, so sweet. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So we want to see everyone's high school photos. Tim can't find his.
I feel like Lauren is going to have like the 90s hair, right?
I probably had some pretty big hair. I have a guess. I'm going to have to find a photo. But we want to send us your pictures with the hashtag Steve for Class Treasurer, and we'll take a look.
Oh, I'd love to see.